Namaste, everybody. So, as you know, I deliver the energy update and spend my majority of my time putting the energy into the Awakened Inner Circle for those that want to work with me and resonate on this level. And every now and then I'll share, as I'm doing now, some of the energy, the ascension process, and what's occurring collectively for us. So from September, there was very transformative energies and a sense of like protection universally for us. And as we've come into this October energy and now all the way through the rest of this month, we're in a lot of kind of independent energy, quite solitude and wanting to do the inner work. So again, I can't go into all of it in great detail as I do within obviously my other recordings and audios, but it's to just emphasize that there's lots of alignments and lots of reasons why we're supported at the moment for this inner work and how important that is if you're resonating with that at all. We've also just gone into Mercury retrograde, and you know that has a huge impact on us in an incredibly positive way to do this inner work. To, you know, I'm doing a lot of courses at the moment through this next 3 months, and you know, those people that are working on that, you know, are feeling the synchronicity, feeling the flow, feeling the huge benefits of doing this work on themselves. So whatever that looks like for you, just focus and allow that to happen is what I want to say. So we've had a full moon at the beginning of this month where we're releasing a lot of emotions, the fire energy, the passion. We can see that in the collective, and then the end of the month is going into the more balanced, earthy Taurian energy. There's been lots of influences, and you know, I mentioned previously about Saturn's going direct now. It's been in Capricorn for a long time, and you know, with that brings us a lot of this hard work and energy, and that will shift towards the end of the year. And those of you that watch my video here within here as well on the energy predictions up to the end of January, then you will see elements of that now just panning out as well. I wanted to just mention that what's also happening in the collective, we are very significantly shifting now from a time where we're not going to feel such a strength of calling to try and help assist people to awaken. And that might feel a little bit shocking for some people because there feels like this mad rush to achieve that. And what's happened is the very chaotic energy that's brought us to now, the calling, the fight or flight, everything I've mentioned in my previous video, you know, that is bringing more balance now, more harmony. People are just settling into, like I say, this inner work at the moment. It's like a recalibration. For November and December will bring us much. It's going to bring even more shocking shifts. It's also got very much to do with awareness of seeing, so that's good. That's the eye opening, so a third eye opening for lots of people. So that brings the wave of awakening. That's what it is. But while the shifts will be actually bigger in many ways, we're more equipped now and more stable, more aligned to ride those energies, to almost feel easier. So it's quite a contradiction of what I'm saying, really, because it's bigger shifts, but we're going to be okay coming through that in a much more balanced, significant way. What's also is the collective is going to feel that you've withdrawn a little bit, not to keep wanting to not hold space, because you'll always be there to hold space, but not wanting to vocal all the time, to push everything to really help people to see. Now, when they feel that energy, because they've been giving a lot of resistance to those of you that feel that you're consciously aware of what's going on, once that resistance is nothing to push against, they're going to observe you, where you're all collectively now able to start shifting more into this being. So this again, Saturn alignment, all of the alignments at the moment are helping us to go beyond, timeless, meditation. So all of that shifting into being that's supporting you, then that will be felt by the collective. So they will naturally turn and want to seek what that is. You're going to appear more calm. You're going to feel like an energy that they want to be. So for those of us that have done a lot of this healing energy work, meditation for a lot of years, you will know that when people work with you, that they feel a bit calmer around you, they seek your energy. And this is what's happening for us on a much bigger scale as a group, as a collective, as a unity now. So they're going to feel that that is taking place, and that's going to be massive to move forward. And then this being that they can feel, this peacefulness, is going to make them want to seek it literally from themselves. So that's a huge step forward. Don't get me wrong, we've lots to go on in November and December. There's the 3D aspects, you know, playing out and making forced decisions from people to really make these choices. But it's going to feel too uneasy for people not to question a lot deeper now. And that will be a shift. Now, I've mentioned this before. It's been mentioned as just part of the ascension process, and it's been delivered in all of my teachings and everybody else's that you know, have been working this way for some time. That why we have a higher rate of people exiting, which meaning suicide, that's going to increase again because the soul is just feeling like it's too hard. There's a lot of awareness around mental energy at the moment, so the more that that energy can be reflected inwards, it's a hard thing to do. That's why we're all here holding space for people at all different levels to flip that external energy into internal energy. That's where the peace can be found. It can't be found in this busyness, this external world and everything that's going on. So we can see where some people's going to literally more choose that this is not something they can do, it's too hard, or their soul feels they've come and achieved what it was meant to achieve. And it's a really tough energy to navigate for us to all feel. But if we feel that with some acceptance that the soul knows what it's doing, and those that we can reach out to in a way of support, just love, kindness, compassion, alignment, will just help those that are feeling they want to do the work, they're not sure how to, and they will, as I say, with this shift, start to seek you, me, and everybody else to hold space on that level. So whether that's physically working with a person, whether it's us consciously, energetically, just holding space, sending out love, sending out light, it can happen on many different levels. So I just wanted to bring that to you now. The spiritual work that we're all doing needs grounding. Any healer will know that. So this very 3D tack that's going on at the moment, the numerology of number 4 that we're all living throughout this year collectively is about foundation, core, making something really strong that we are resonating with, that's positive, that's new vibration. And we all need that now to be able to anchor in this spiritual work, this way, this new vibration, this new way of being. So the more we now are focusing on being and creating actually what we want in this life, this world, rather than focusing on trying to awaken others in that way, that shift will flow more naturally, more synchronistically, and it will feel a lot easier and calmer. Even though we're going to see big crashes of things coming down, has to. The old paradigm is coming down, and we know that. It's tricky to live. There's many things we've got to learn how to live a different way, but in our hearts and in our soul, we feel it to be a very positive thing. The aspects of how we're going to move forward are so different and so aligned that it just is removing all of the change, all of the restrictions, that we can feel more open to believe that there's a much better balanced way of living and in flow with our vibration with the earth, and we do not have to live in this man-made material way. We cannot create this new vision within this 3-dimensional view, so it takes us to shift to be able to create it. We also cannot create it when we expect to have something more than anybody else. If we're doing this in unity, we are all equal, and therefore that pattern, that shift is going to be very extreme to bring that harmony. But we must have done this inner work to achieve that. Much love. Namaste.